Hello, hello, my dear friends and fellow anglers. Your fishing expert is here, ready to dive into the exciting forecast for the 7th of February, 2026. You know, this day is shaping up to be quite a special one for fishing across Australia, and I've got some intriguing insights that might just change your weekend plans. Get ready because we're talking about warm waters, strong tides, and some serious fish action if you know where to look. Let's jump straight into what you're all eager to hear about. What's biting and how to catch it? For this scorching Australian summer day, we're focusing on some of our most beloved species. First up, for those chasing a true trophy, we have the magnificent Barramundi. The Barra season just kicked off on February 1st, 2026, so these beauties are fair game. In regions like Rockhampton, the Fitzroy River is absolutely buzzing, with plenty of trophy-sized fish around. Where to find them? Look for these kings of the estuaries in mangrove-lined creeks, around submerged snags and in deeper holes, especially where there's a good tidal flow. The warm water temperatures averaging around 27 degrees Celsius in places like Brisbane keep them highly active. They'll be ambushing baitfish, so target those ambush points. As for tackle, a medium-heavy spin or baitcaster outfit is your best friend. For lures, try hard-body minnows in natural baitfish patterns, or soft plastics rigged with heavy jig heads to get them down deep. Early morning and late afternoon are prime times, especially during the run-out tide when they're feeding aggressively. Next, let's talk about the ever-popular flathead. These cunning predators will be out in force, especially on our sand flats and in estuary channels. You'll find them lying in wait for unsuspecting bait fish. Look for them along drop-offs around weed beds and near the mouths of smaller creeks where the water is moving. The run-in tide is excellent for flathead, as cooler, clearer ocean water pushes in, making them more active and bringing in fresh food. My go-to method for flathead is a light spin outfit with soft plastics or small, hard-body lures twitched along the bottom. Natural colors work wonders. Alternatively, drifting with fresh yabbies or pilchard pieces on a running sinker rig is incredibly effective. Keep moving and covering ground. These fish will be spread out across the flats, and for those looking for a delicious feed, the whiting are a fantastic option. You'll find sand whiting on shallow sand flats, especially at the edges of weed beds and gutters. The incoming tide, particularly in the Gold Coast and Tweed rivers, will see them pushing into the shallows to feed. They love foraging in the freshly covered areas. A light whiting outfit with a long rod and light monofilament line, teamed with fresh yabbies or peeled prawns, is a deadly combination. Cast well away from the boat and let your bait drift naturally with the current. Their bite can be subtle, so pay close attention, friends. For the offshore adventurers, Mahi Mahi or dolphin fish are a top summer target. These acrobatic beauties are often found congregating around FADs, fish aggregating devices, or any floating debris offshore. The warm offshore water temperatures, easily 25 degrees Celsius or more, are perfect for them. Look for birds diving, as that's often a sign of bait schools and, consequently, Mahi Mahi. Trolling small-skirted lures or pitching live baits like slimies or yakkers near floating structure are proven tactics. They are visual feeders, so bright, vibrant lure colors can be very effective. Now, let's break down the conditions, the why behind the what. Weather. On the 7th of February 2026, we're looking at a classic Australian summer day. Temperatures will be comfortable, starting around 23 degrees Celsius at night, rising to a pleasant 26 degrees Celsius during the day, before settling back to 23 degrees Celsius by evening. Winds will be light in the morning, gradually picking up from the southeast in the afternoon, reaching around 14 to 19 kilometers per hour. Expect mostly sunny skies through the morning, turning partly cloudy later in the afternoon and evening, with a very low chance of light rain around nightfall. We're also seeing a persistent, slow-moving high-pressure ridge influencing the weather, which usually means stable, clear conditions. This overall stable weather with moderate winds is generally favorable for fishing, as sudden drastic changes often put fish off the bite. Water temperature. As we discussed, February brings consistently warm water across much of Australia. Average sea temperatures range from 22 to 27 degrees Celsius in major coastal areas like Perth, Sydney, and Brisbane. These warm temperatures mean fish metabolism is high and they are actively feeding. However, a word of caution for enclosed freshwater systems: extremely high water temperatures can sometimes lead to reduced oxygen levels, which might make fish sluggish or even cause fish deaths, as seen in some inland lakes recently. In open systems, particularly estuaries and coastal waters, the constant movement of water helps maintain healthy oxygen levels, keeping the fish lively. Moon phase. For February 7th, 2026, we have a waning gibbous moon with about 63% illumination. This phase is just a few days past the full moon and is heading towards the last quarter. While some old fishing adages suggest slower bites after a full moon, don't let that fool you. The significant factor here is that the waning gibbous phase, especially as it approaches the third quarter on February 9th, often brings strong tidal movements. Big tides mean more water movement, which stirs up food and concentrates bait fish, often leading to excellent bite windows, particularly during the major bite times predicted for the early morning and late afternoon/early evening on this day. Overall fish activity. Considering the warm water, stable weather and strong tides, I'd rate the overall fishing outlook for Australia on February 7th, 2026 as good to very good. While the intense summer heat might make the middle of the day a bit slow, the early mornings and late afternoons should be highly productive. The strong tidal movements will keep fish actively feeding, especially ambush predators like Barramundi and Flathead. Offshore, the warm waters are perfect for pelagics like Mahi Mahi. Remember to focus your efforts around tidal changes and areas where baitfish are abundant. So there you have it, friends, my complete breakdown for the 7th of February, 2026. I wish you all bent rods and screaming reels. May your lines be tight and your coolers full. Remember, tight lines, and ni chvosta, ni cheshwi. If you enjoyed this forecast, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more tips, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. And tell me in the comments below, what are your plans for this weekend? What's your go-to bait or lure in the summer heat? Share your stories and tips with our incredible community. Happy fishing, everyone.